Hello, I'm Alexa, and today's video is about to get personal. It's about nobody's favorite topic, failing at job interviews. Here's the thing, failing at a job interview really sucks. It can physically hurt sometimes and can feel really embarrassing. At least that's how it felt for me. And since I know how common this can be, I figured it makes sense to make a video about it. Because honestly, if you've ever received a rejection email from a company you're interested in working for, you must know, you're not alone. I'll start with a quick story. When it comes to product design, I have a lot of confidence. I studied design in college. I've had countless hours of professional work experience at well-known companies. And although I know I still have a lot to learn, more importantly, I know I'm the person that people want to call up when they want to get shit done. At least, that was my attitude before I started interviewing for a new job about a couple of years ago. At the time, I had about 3 years of professional work experience. I'd worked as a product designer at a few small tech startups, as well as the well-known American review company, Yelp. I'd even given a talk at the well-known Grace Hopper Women in Engineering Conference. I was successful. So shortly after I started interviewing, my soul was absolutely crushed. I started failing interviews left and right. I specifically remember 3 companies where I went into the interview feeling super confident and leaving the interview feeling just as confident. And so receiving that rejection email from them a few days later was extremely painful. I never dreamt that this would happen to me. I believed so strongly in my ability to do good work and to be the best team player that I could be. And yet, it wasn't resonating with people. I felt defeated, I felt stuck. I told no one because secretly I felt super embarrassed. I mean, I cannot remember another time in my adult life where my confidence had gotten that low. So why am I telling you this? Well, I want you to know that failure comes in all shapes and sizes and at any point during your career, not just at the beginning when you're trying to land that first job. I learned what perseverance meant early on in life from a basketball coach of mine in high school. Long story short, I've played in a lot of basketball games and I've lost a lot of them. But perseverance means not giving up. It's persistence and tenacity. It's the effort required to do something and keep going until the end, even if it's hard. So, I kept pushing through. What I discovered was I wasn't really proud of the work that I was showing. And so if I'm not proud of the work, how is that going to reflect to my audience? With each new interview opportunity, I took it as a time to reshape my story. I started including work in my presentations from side projects that I'd worked on, work that I knew I was proud of. And I started asking for specific feedback on my presentation from different people in the design community. This is not just advice about my portfolio site, but rather advice on the presentation that I had made to present my work in my in-person interviews. And that was key. In fact, one woman that I met with ended up sharing with me the presentation that she made in order to land her last job. And it was like lightning struck. It was so clear to me then what I was missing in my interview presentation. And it was something super obvious, like I wasn't framing the problem and the goal in the clearest way. It was sort of a dumb moment, but her sharing her presentation with me really helped me get there. Ultimately, I persevered and I didn't let the rejection hold me back. Now, I work at one of the coolest enterprise software tech companies out there, and I couldn't be more proud and confident again in my abilities as a product designer. And hey, I wouldn't be here if I hadn't been rejected by all those other companies, right? So, what can you do as a candidate that's faced with rejection? Always ask for feedback. Most often, people will gladly provide you with feedback on what didn't go well in the interview. And if they don't respond, well, hey, at least you tried. Try your best not to take things too personally. Employers are often looking to fill a specific job on a specific team and looking for specific skills to create a balance on that team. Since you don't work there, it's hard to truly understand that. And what about hiring managers? I think it's important for hiring managers to remember what it's like to fail a job interview, or just fail at anything in life that you worked really hard for. Empathy is power. So if you have any stories like this about receiving rejection after a job interview, I'd love to hear about it. And I know it can be hard. It's taken me almost 2 years to openly talk about this in public because, yeah, it really sucked at the time. But I think the more we can openly talk about these sorts of things, the more power we have over it. Because then we can use the experience as leverage instead of keeping it inside and letting it tear us down. Okay, that's it. As always, if you like this video and you like me, you should be a subscriber. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.